Hey, guess what? Today we're going to discover something amazing. We're going to find out why some things sink to the bottom of water and why some things float on top. So are you ready to become a science detective? Well then let's go. So first, let's learn what these words actually mean. When something floats, it stays on top of the water, like a boat. But when something sinks, it drops down to the bottom, like a treasure chest in the ocean. But here's the big question. How can we tell if something will sink or if it will float before we put it in water? Well, that's what scientists want to know. And guess what? You can figure it out too. The secret is something called density. Now that's a big word, but don't worry, it's actually pretty simple. Density means how heavy something is for its size. So imagine two boxes that are exactly the same size, but one box is filled with rocks and the other box is filled with feathers. Well, which one is heavier? The rocks. That means the rocks are more dense than the feathers are. And things that are more dense than water will sink. And things that are less dense than water, well, they'll float. So now let's predict if some everyday objects will sink or float. So get ready to use your brain. So first, an apple. Apples have some weight to them. So what do you think? Will it sink or will it float? Make your guess. Let's find out. Whoa, it floats. That's a surprise, right? Because even though the apple feels heavy in your hand when you hold it, well, they're actually less dense than water. That's why we can bob for apples at parties. Okay, next, let's try a coin. Coins are made of metal. So what's your prediction for this? See, it sinks because metal is very dense. It's very heavy for its size. That's why you'll never see a coin floating in a fountain. All right, here's a tricky one, an orange. Remember the apple? The apple floated, right? Well, do you think the orange will float or will it sink? Well, with the peel on, it floats. But wait, watch what happens when we take the peel off. It sinks. And that's because the peel that we just took off has tiny air pockets that make the orange less dense. Without the peel, the orange becomes more dense than water. That's really cool, right? All right, here's our last one. We have two cans of soda. One is a regular soda, one is a diet soda. But watch this. The regular soda sinks, but the diet soda floats. Why? Well, that's because regular soda has lots of sugar, which makes it more dense. Diet soda has less stuff in it, so it's less dense. So why does all this matter? Well, understanding sink and float helps us in lots of different ways. Giant ships can float even though they're made of metal because they're designed to be less dense than water, and they're full of air inside. Life jackets are filled with materials that are less dense than water, so they keep you floating and safe. But submarines can sink and float by letting water in and out of special tanks. When they want to sink, they let water in to make themselves more dense. And when they want to float up above the water, they blow the water out with air. So now you know the secret. Things that are more dense than water will sink, and things that are less dense than water will float. So next time you're near water, look around and make some predictions. Will that stick float? Will that stone sink? That way, you'll be thinking like a scientist. Great job, science detectives, and thanks for watching Hey Guess What? We'll see you next time.